I have a saying, trade without emotion, but in this case, it's really a situation and a great example of how you have to also learn without emotion. There's definitely some good learning here. I'm pretty sure most people aren't like this, but some people are. And if you find yourself kind of in this camp, and you admit it to yourself, first off, congratulations on admitting it to yourself. But yeah, you definitely want to get out of this camp because not only does it make you look really bad, but it's going to be a huge hindrance when it comes to learning. Because when you are new and you don't know what you don't know, but you think you know what you know, but you really don't, things get messy, as you just heard right there. And we have a perfect example of that. But kind of the little saltiness here, the little spice, is this person is very just fired up. I mean, you'll see with the language we're using, it's like, dude, chill out. Whoa, calm down. So you have this kind of mentality of, I don't know why this person is approaching it like this, but they're also, approaching it from the sense of thinking they know what they don't know, but they don't know it. And it's, like I said, it makes you look bad because they totally contradict themselves in the very same, thing where they're just, let's just get to the post because I'm getting confusing. But like I said, this is exactly why you can't come into education, you can't come into learning with the emotion of kind of self-importance, thinking you're smarter than what you are. Because I don't care if you're a doctor, I don't care if you're a rocket scientist, the market is smarter than you, and you better respect it from day one and just admit that you don't know anything. So let's get to this comment. Andrew says, I'm pretty sure this isn't what the person was asking. So right off the get-go here, this person is, telling me that I'm wrong about what somebody else is thinking. Although, I kind of have a lot of experience helping new traders. So while I can't sit here and say for sure either that I know with 100% positivity, I'm like at 97% sure that I know what people are talking about with the way, they phrase things. Because, like I said, I've been working with new traders for years now. The things you explained are common effing sense for anyone with at least 3 to 4 working neurons. Why is this person? I just wanted to know the minimum amount to open an account, and you didn't say that. Don't tell me it all depends. Just give me a number of dollars you need to open an account. Thanks. So this person wants to know, hey, how much does it take to open an account? I originally it depends. No! And then you see they freak out. Just give me a number. No, dude, Andrew, literally, it depends. All brokers have certain minimums, certain requirements. So the answer of it depends, it literally does depend. And, do you see the massive problem with this? I don't know what the emotion is. I don't know if it's ego, if it's impatience, if it's just righteousness in terms he thinks he's so much smarter. But literally, if somebody's giving you an answer and then you don't think it's the answer, that is how you're not going to learn. But again, this person, as he said, I just want to know the minimum to open up an account. Well, Andrew, or anybody wondering that, the answer is it depends because all brokers are going to be different. And here this guy is flipping out because he got an answer that is the right answer, but apparently he doesn't think it's the right answer because when you don't know what you don't know, you just don't know. And then you come across like this. And then, like I said, it just makes himself look that much worse when he's throwing all, this just dawned on me, Why is he calling all this stuff common sense, yet he doesn't know? So apparently it is common sense. So I guess he doesn't have 3 to 4 brain neurons or whatever. I don't know. But now I will admit there is supposed to be a little bit of a comedy aspect to this, but there is learning in the sense of when you are new, literally admit you are new. I don't know anything. And I just got to take it for what it is. Now I will stand up for Andrew a little bit. He's probably still skeptical because there is a lot of garbage out there. There is a lot of bad information. There is a lot of things that can mislead you. And that's why the whole free education route can be very, very tricky. So maybe that's why Andrew is kind of being skeptical of the answer I gave him. That's why I always say you really got to figure out, make sure you like the person that you're trying to get information from. Because if you're going to ask them a question, you got to be able to take it at face value that you believe them. And that's not the case here. So maybe he's been kind of screwed over by some other free resource. But regardless, there's no need to be proclaiming things are effing common sense and all that. And then you go on to, just kind of contradict yourself. So, you can't have that attitude. You can't sit there and think you know stuff and then, ask more questions about it. And then when you get an answer, flip out because that's not the answer you want. Sometimes the answer you don't want, just because you don't like the answer, just because you don't want that as the answer, doesn't mean it's not the answer or not the right answer. That's just not how things work. So yes, Andrew, to anybody out there, how much does it take to open up an account? Well, that's why you got to talk to each broker individually. Look at their requirements because it truly does depend case by case. So yeah, just admit that you're brand new and you don't know anything and take things at face value. I'm assuming you're looking at a good resource. If you are out there trading alone currently and maybe are in the market looking for a community to join to assist you in your trading or to just help you, give you another set of eyeballs, then I do have a private trading community where you can trade alongside me and other experienced traders. So what you see popping up on the screen right now is both an information link. So if you click on the inner circle one, that is going to take you to the page where I explain all the details of what exactly come with the community, both the chat room and the newsletter. And then the other image that has popped up is a behind the scenes tour where you can see exactly what is going to be contained within the community. I take you through, like I said, a behind the scenes tour of everything, and that way you'll know precisely what you are getting when you join. So definitely check that stuff out if you are interested and thinking about wanting to join a community, and let me know if you have any questions.